What if your every thought, every move, was not your own? Picture this, a tiny chip lodged in your brain, dictating your every action, every thought. A concept that has tantalized science fiction for decades is now closer to reality than we might dare to believe. Mind control chips, a technology that could tip the scales of personal autonomy and control. Imagine a world where your thoughts are not your own, where someone else pulls the strings. Welcome to the potential future of mind control chips. Or for decades, science fiction has toyed with the notion of mind control. It has been a recurring theme in the genre, from the chilling dystopias of George Orwell's 1984 to the futuristic landscapes of Philip K. Dick's Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. These stories have captivated us, presenting a world where humans are no longer masters of their own minds, but puppets manipulated by invasive technology. Think of The Matrix, where reality is just a computer-generated simulation, or Ghost in the Shell, where cybernetic implants are as common as smartphones. These narratives have always seemed fantastical, a distant possibility in a far-off future. Yet they've subtly nudged us to question our own reality, to wonder about the blurred lines between human consciousness and artificial intelligence. The idea of mind control chips, once confined to the printed pages and flickering screens of science fiction, is gradually inching its way into our tangible world. But what if I told you that this sci-fi trope is no longer just a product of imaginative minds? Welcome to the world of brain implants. In the annals of human progress, few quests have been as audacious as the pursuit of melding the human mind with machines. In the vanguard of this cutting-edge frontier is a company you may have heard of, known as Neuralink. Spearheaded by Elon Musk, Neuralink has been developing ultra-high bandwidth brain-machine interfaces to connect humans and computers, promising a future where we won't just be using devices, but becoming part of them. But Neuralink isn't alone in this race. Across the globe, scientists and researchers are delving into the mysteries of the human mind, endeavoring to create interfaces that could not just read, but also write information into the brain. Imagine for a moment the possibilities, a world where the blind can see, the deaf can hear, and the paralyzed can walk again, all thanks to a tiny chip no larger than a coin, nestled within the folds of our brains. Now let's take a step into the realm of the truly extraordinary. Imagine a world where learning a new language is as simple as downloading an app, or consider the potential for memory augmentation. Never forget a name, a face, or an anniversary again. The potential benefits of such technology are astounding and could fundamentally redefine what it means to be human. Now let's delve into the potential dangers of mind control chips. In the realm of advanced technology, the potential for misuse is often as vast as the potential for progress. This is especially true when it comes to mind control chips. These tiny pieces of technology promise a future where ailments of the brain can be treated at the flick of a switch. But what happens when this switch falls into the wrong hands? Picture this, a world where these chips are misused to control people's thoughts, actions, and even emotions. It sounds like a dystopian science fiction novel, doesn't it? But the chilling reality is it could become our future. Let's take a journey back in time to the early years of the internet. It was envisioned as a utopian platform for free exchange of information, a tool to bring the world together. Fast forward to today, and we've seen how this potent tool has been warped into a weapon for cybercrime, identity theft, and even psychological warfare. Similarly, the misuse of mind control chips could lead to scenarios far darker than we can imagine. Imagine a government using these chips to suppress dissent, or a corporation manipulating consumers to buy their products. These are not just far-fetched scenarios, but real possibilities we must grapple with. Moreover, the potential for hacking and unauthorized access to these chips adds another layer of risk. In an age where data breaches are all too common, the idea of someone hacking into our very minds is a terrifying prospect. Finally, there's the question of autonomy. Mind control chips could potentially rob us of our free will, turning us into mere puppets. This loss of autonomy, of control over our own minds, is perhaps the most chilling aspect of this technology. The potential for misuse of mind control chips is a chilling prospect. As we stand on the brink of this new frontier, it's crucial that we tread carefully, ensuring that the technology serves us and not the other way around. After all, the human mind is the last bastion of our individuality, and we must do all we can to protect it. Imagine a future where we are all cybernetic slaves. A chilling proposition indeed. But this is not the plot of a new dystopian novel. This could be the reality in a world where mind control chips dictate our every thought, every action. In this unnerving scenario, the essence of human individuality, free will, is snuffed out. We become mere puppets, our strings pulled by those in control of the technology that infiltrates our minds. The controllers could be corporations, governments, or even unscrupulous individuals. And with this loss of free will comes an unprecedented violation of human rights. The right to freedom of thought enshrined in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights would be rendered meaningless. Every idea, every belief, every desire could be implanted or erased at the whim of the controller. Moreover, consider the implications on privacy. Our innermost thoughts, once the last bastion of personal privacy, would be laid bare, open to manipulation and surveillance. The right to privacy, another cornerstone of human rights, would be trampled upon. And then there's the issue of consent. Would individuals willingly surrender their mental autonomy to these chips, or would they be coerced, manipulated, or even forced into it? The potential for exploitation is staggering, but perhaps the most terrifying aspect is the prospect of losing our very humanity. What makes us human if not our thoughts, our emotions, our desires? If these can be controlled, manipulated, or even deleted, then what remains of us? And yet, despite these fears, the march of technology continues. Every day we surrender more of our lives to the digital realm, often without a second thought. So we must ask ourselves, are we sleepwalking into a dystopian future? Are we willingly trading our mental freedom for the convenience of technology? Are we so enamored with the promise of progress that we are blind to the potential pitfalls? Could we be unwittingly walking into a future where our thoughts are not our own? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, we must tread carefully, for the path we are on could lead us to a future where we are all cybernetic slaves. The world of mind control chips is as fascinating as it is frightening. We've embarked on a journey through the realm of science fiction, where mind control chips are no longer fantastical elements of speculative fiction, but a looming reality. We've seen the dawn of brain implants, marveled at their potential to revolutionize medicine and neuroscience. And yet, we've also glimpsed the unsettling darkness that lurks in the shadows of this technological advancement. These chips, small as they are, hold an immense power. They could help us unlock the mysteries of the human brain, treat devastating neurological disorders, and even extend our cognitive abilities. Yet, as with all powerful tools, they can also be misused. The potential for manipulation, control, even the creation of unwilling cybernetic slaves is a chilling prospect that we must confront. We've dived into the terrifying depths of this dark side, where corporations or governments could potentially exploit these devices for their own agendas. A world where privacy could be infringed upon, thoughts monitored, and free will compromised. This is the dystopian potential of mind control chips. A potential we must strive to prevent from becoming our reality. The idea of becoming cybernetic slaves is a grim one, yet it serves as a stark reminder of the importance of ethical guidelines and regulations in the world of technology. As we venture further into this uncharted territory, we must ensure that the human element is not lost. We must remember that these devices, as powerful and revolutionary as they may be, are tools to enhance our lives, not to control them. In this brave new world, it is essential to strike a balance between progress and ethics, between innovation and caution. We must harness the power of these mind control chips, but not let them harness us. That is the challenge we face, the task we must undertake to ensure a future where these devices serve us, not enslave us. So we leave you with this final thought, a thought that is as much a question as it is a warning. A question that we hope will spark discussions, fuel debates, and drive us towards a future where technology is guided by our humanity and not the other way around. In the end, the question remains, are we all doomed to become cybernetic slaves?